Hello, everybody. It is the AFL Yank. Back here again in time for another AFL tipping video. This will be for week 2 of the 2022 for the AFL season. AFL final season. Well, for AFL finals, I should technically say, but yeah, what an intense first week of finals that was. It was absolutely intense. Cats win a close thriller against the Pies. Frio come back from being down 41 points against the Western Bulldogs. Just what a comeback. The Lions defeat the Tigers in a crazy, crazy showdown at the GABA where there's 17 lead changes all game. And finally, the Swans upset the D's at the MCG. And by a pretty damn good margin, too. Just the hope is there. The hope is absolutely there. So, yeah. And, I'm gonna need a little bit of issue here because it's automatically set for some reason. Squiggle's automatically set up, but regardless, I will share my tips. So, yeah. So, yeah, week 2. Both the Swans and Cats will be getting the week off, as, of course, they're heading to the prelim. Both of them are going to be hosting the prelims, of course, at the MCG and the SCG. At the MCG and the SCG, respectively. So, yeah. But regardless, let's get to week 2. So for the first semifinal, it's going to be Collingwood versus Freo. The Dockers coming off a massive comeback win against the Doggies, which just happened about an hour ago. Just what a massive win for the Dockers. And the Pies, they're coming off their first close loss in ages. But yeah, the Pies, they had an incredibly close game against the Cats, and they ended up falling short. Possibly the first time they ever fell short in a long time. But regardless, this definitely has a potential of being a very, very tight game. Like, this has the potential of being a very, very tight game in my books. This one's going to be tough because the Dockers have performed really well in Victoria. And the Pies, they just do their thing. Like, this has the potential of going... This game has really the potential to go anywhere. But regardless, with how close they were last time, I'm actually going to go with the Pies to win this game. Like, I think this will be a massive thriller of a game. This has really the potential of being a thriller. But yeah, I'll say Collingwood by 5 points, but this could definitely go either way. But I feel like the Pies, with how well they've handled close games, I think they can get this done. They can get the job done here, and yeah, I'm in favor of the Pies in winning this game. I see them facing the Swans at the SCG next week in the prelim. Well, not next week, but the week after, since it's still technically the weekend of week 1 of finals. But yeah, I'm gonna go Collingwood to face the Dock. I'm going with Collingwood to beat Freo. Although I think it is possible for Freo to beat the Pies. It is possible, but it's going to be tough. But they need to be on their A game if they want to beat the Pies. But yeah, no Taylor Adams for the Pies. Ash Johnson could potentially be in doubt. So yeah, there's a little bit of issues for the Pies heading into next week, but this could go either way. And finally, the D's versus the Lions. There is no question here. I'm going to go with the D's to win this game. I just feel like they're the better side. I mean, the Lions, they had an incredible win against Richmond, but I just don't think they're as good as the D's. Like, I just think the D's are going to come in, just handle everything, take a little bit of anger from the last week's loss against the Swans, And, yeah. See, I'm going to go with the D's to win this game. I'll say by 20 points. I mean, it could be close, but I just think the D's are better than the Lions at the moment. I mean, I know the Lions got a very incredible win, but yeah, I'm in favor of the D's having more momentum. I think Kazi Pickett will definitely... A lot of players will probably rebound like Kazi Pickett. Jake Lever could have a pretty solid game. Possibly Melksham too. Like I think they can rebound. They can rebound from last week's from the loss against the Swans. I think it's really possible. But yeah. So with that, there is my predictions for week 2. I'm projecting a Cats D's prelim at the MCG and a Swans Pies prelim at the SCG. The first, which interestingly enough, it's only the second prelim to ever be held at the SCG. As of course, for years, the Swans always held their prelims at home at ANZ. Well, now, of course, Stadium. They held they held all their finals matches, I believe, between 2003 and 2016 at ANZ, now Accor Stadium. Like, all the major matches were held there. So yeah, second time ever it's going to be hosted at the SCG. The first was all the way back in 1996, of course, where the Swans won against Essendon in the famous 1-point win over Essendon. And of course, it was also the first grand final the Swans would appear in 51 years. But yeah, definitely looking forward to next week. It's going to be really interesting watching other sides since obviously the Swannies have the week off. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. This is the AFL Yank signing out. Corn the Swannies.